Okay. So today was a really good lesson on kind of biting your teeth, right? Or gritting your teeth. And, a lot of times, and me especially when I was a new trader, like this was the hardest thing that I had to do is just sitting and just thugging it out, right? Thugging it out. Anyone ever hear me on voice talk about thugging things out or like, just like, hold your nuts or anything like that? Anyone? Ring a bell? Yes, no? Yeah. Okay. So Tesla's a really good example of that. Okay. And as a new trader, the hardest thing I had to do was learn this. And it truly is kind of the secret sauce to trading. If you can learn how to do this, I'm telling you, things will get easier. So let's talk about Tesla, right? So we always want to start from the daily. Let me go watch this up. We always want to start from the daily. So we can see that Tesla, okay, has a gap. All right. Can we all see that Tesla has a gap here? Yeah, right. We can all see Tesla has a gap. So let's look at it intraday and let's start from replay mode. Okay. So Tesla opens up. I love replay mode because it actually shows you like more real time of what's going on here. Okay. So Tesla opens up and here's your pre-market high retest, right? And it bounces and then it fails. Okay. It is what it is, right? If you take a pre-market high retest here and you want to play up the previous day high, that's perfectly okay, right? That's a good trade. Are you going to win more often than you're going to lose? Absolutely. So let's keep on going. So now Tesla starts to flag out. We were actually on voice. I'm like saying like, hey, you can take this long if you want. And a couple of you did. I did not. I waited for us to get into the gap. So remember yesterday how we were talking about gap fills, of how there's maximum amounts of tomfoolery in gap fills? Anyone recall that? In gaps, there's tons of games. Right? Yeah, people probably remember we were talking about SPY, how did the fakie. So look, let's see Tesla. So Tesla gets into the gap, and what happens? What is this? Close to a retest, right? It's close to a retest, but it's testing the bottom of the gap. So now if you trade the LED system, we're above the 8, we're above the 20. Okay, what else are we above? The previous day high and the pre-market high. So it's a long. Okay, it's a long. Your entry is not going to be on this candle. It's not going to be on this candle. It's not going to be on this candle. It's not going to be on this candle. Okay, because oftentimes what happens is, especially if you look at a lower time frame, is you front run it too much. So lower time frame, you're coming in here trying to grab this 80 EMA on the 3 minute, and then you sat through drawdown. Okay, no, you have to wait for it to come down and test a higher level. So Tesla then comes down and taps it, right? 200. Granted, it's far away from the 80 EMA, but it's flagging. Okay, can all agree this is a bull flag here. Okay, and now traders were pinging me, yo, what's your stop loss? 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 Like I can tell that traders were, this is the 200 EMA, the screen line here. I can tell traders were stressing out about it. Okay, but look, did it give you a reason to stop out? Did it give you a reason? I mean, if you want to look at this, this is actually more so a trade on the 5 minute, but did it give you a reason to stop out? Right now, you can say hindsight's 2020, but here's where the secret sauces comes in. If you can just trust, and I mean fully trust and believe, okay, that the system works, you're just going to sit through this and hate your life. Okay, you're sitting through this whole move and hating your life. Okay, so you would have tried the first curl, probably would have got stopped, or honestly, if you just held, I mean, you can totally hold because technically just retesting, okay, the flag, whatever your preference is. For me, right, I like to take the curl, right? Okay, rejects, that's fine, just add more. Okay, this is technically an average down, but for me, it's more of a scale in. Okay, and then here's the other entry here. But if you could just trust yourself, and I mean fully believe in dumb trading down to a level, just follow the ADMA. Like just follow it. Like just sit there and pretend that you literally have never read a stock chart before. You found some guy on Twitter and he said, hey, as long as the purple line holds, I'm going to hold. And that is a secret sauce because, people see all these candles and they get all stressed out, right? Don't get stressed out. Don't get stressed out. Just let it work. Because the odds are, okay, when it's in a bullish trend like this, it's going to keep going up. It's going to grind you, okay? You're going to be biting holding your teeth or grinding your teeth like, this really needs to go. Like, but you have to fight those emotions, okay? You have to fight them and just be like, look, I don't know anything. I am not a market maker. I don't have a hedge fund. I know absolutely nothing other than follow this dang purple line on my screen and make cash. That is the mindset you need to have. Yeah, liquidity grabs. See, I don't really look at things in terms of liquidity because I think when you use the term liquidity, you think that you're like people that use those terms think that they're smarter than everyone else. For me, it's just like, all right, like I'm not gonna like I just know like, am I gonna buy Tesla calls up here at 2 o'clock on a Friday? Like, probably not. Would I buy it down here where a retest of a high day? Probably. So I don't really, it's more of like I get that people ask this all the time. It's like the close, right? Is it the close of the close of the close? I'm like, dude, just look at the candles. Like, is there buyers clearly present or sellers off of the EMA? Is there wicks, wick, 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 and then go. Right. So if you were to enter, say, on the 5-minute Tesla here, okay, you would have got stopped out because you would have seen the sellers come in. You'd have been like, nope. But then, okay, you got stopped out there. NBD, sometimes you take a paper cut, right, in order to make the big bag of cash. And okay, then it gets above and then you go. So Tesla, if you actually, while we're trading live, if you entered right here, okay, off that 80 EMA, here, just to prove a point, I'm going to take, what would it be, 402s? There we go. See if it'll film me. Really just going to stack a YOLO at it just to prove a point. Okay, so those contracts, right? Those 402s dipped down to 66 cents and now are at $1. That was your entry. That was your entry right there. Because now, if price retraces, okay, and comes back down, worst case, you'll stop out break even. That is what you do. Now, is my entry absolutely atrocious? Yeah, but I was just going to prove a point. Right? But that is what you do. See the difference? See the difference of the price coming off here versus people buying a high a day? It's telling you. So congratulations. I just traded Tesla calls live with you and we're up 31% off of a shitty entry. Okay. And what did I say? I said, if it tested, okay, Tesla 400 2 times. Okay. I only bought these contracts just to prove a point to you on how these concepts and how trades work. Okay. So can we agree that Tesla tested 400 here twice? Can we agree? Yep. And okay, so there's our two tests. Where's our entry? Our entry, right? Think about it. They have to find buyers, okay, or liquidity if you want to sound super smart. Your entry is right here. Okay. That's where your entry is. And literally, I'm going to post a screenshot of it. We're up well over 50% on our contracts, just like that. It's not a liquidity grab, it's an EMA tab. Don't overcomplicate it.